Hi guys, good day and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share and subscribe, and please don't skip advertisements once it pops up on your screen. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. So guys, right now, surrender or unalive, Russian President Putin set out tough conditions for Ukraine ceasefire. So now, according to BBC News, James Landale, diplomatic correspondent at BBC J and Ale, reporting from KYIV Ukraine, Gabriela Pomeroy, BBC News. So Russian President Vladimir Putin said he agreed with the idea of a ceasefire in Ukraine, but that questions remain about the nature of a truce, and he set out a number of tough conditions. The Russian president was responding to a plan for a 30-day ceasefire, which Ukraine agreed to earlier this week after talks with the US. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky described Putin's response to the plan as manipulative and called for more sanctions on Russia. Meanwhile, the US placed further sanctions on Russian oil, gas, and banking sectors. Russian officials said Putin was expected to hold talks on the ceasefire on Thursday evening with US President Donald Trump, especially envoy Steve Witkoff, who had flown to Moscow earlier that day. It is not clear whether that meeting actually took place on Friday. Russia's state-run media quoted the air traffic monitoring website Flightradar as saying the plane believed to be carrying Witkoff had left Moscow. Moscow and Washington have not commented on the issue. Late on Thursday and overnight, both Russia and Ukraine reported new enemy drone attacks. Ukraine said 7 people, including children, were injured in the northeastern city of Kharkiv. Russia reported a large fire at an oil facility in the southern city of Tuapse. Speaking at a news conference in Moscow on Thursday, Putin said of the ceasefire proposal, the idea is right and we support it, but there are questions that we need to discuss. A ceasefire should lead to an enduring peace and remove the root causes of the crisis, Putin said. We need to negotiate with our American colleagues and partners, he said. Maybe have a call with Donald Trump. Putin added it would be good for the Ukraine side to achieve a 30-day ceasefire. We are in favor of it, but there are nonsense. One of the areas of contention in Russia's western Kursk region, Putin said, where Ukraine launched a military incursion last August and captured some territory. He claimed Russia was fully back in control of Kursk and said Ukrainian troops there have been isolated. They are trying to leave, but we are in control. The equipment has been abandoned. There are 2 options for Ukrainians in Kursk: surrender or unalive. On Wednesday, Ukraine's top commander Oleksandr Syrskyi said Ukrainian troops would hold defensive positions in the Kursk region as long as it is expedient and necessary despite increased pressure from Russian forces. At Thursday's press conference, Putin also outlined some of his questions over how a ceasefire would work. He asked, how will those 30 days be used? For Ukraine to mobilize, rearm, train people, or none of that? Then a question, how will that be controlled? Who will give the order to end the fighting? At what cost? Who decide who has broken a possible ceasefire over 2,000 kilometers? All those questions need meticulous work from both sides. Who policies it? Putin doesn't say no directly, Zelensky said in his nightly video address, but in practice he's preparing a rejection. Putin, of course, is afraid to tell President Trump directly that he wants to continue this war, wants to unalive Ukrainians. The Russian leader had said to so many preconditions that nothing will work at all, Zelensky said. After Putin's remarks and Zelensky responded, there is now a clear divide between both sides' positions. Ukraine wants a 2-stage process, a quick ceasefire, and then talks about a longer-term settlement. Russia believes she cannot separate the two processes and all the issues should be decided in a single deal. Both sides seem content to argue their differences. Ukraine believes it can put pressure on Russia, painting it as a reluctant peacemaker playing for time. Russia equally believes it has a chance now to raise its fundamental concerns about NATO expansion and Ukraine's sovereignty. But this presents a problem for Donald Trump. He has made it clear he wants a quick result, ending the fighting in days. And right now, Putin does not appear to want to play ball. Speaking at the White House following Putin's remarks, Trump said he would love to meet the Russian leader and that he hopes Russia will do the right thing and agree the proposed 30-day truce. "We'd like to see a ceasefire from Russia," he said. Speaking earlier at a meeting in the Oval Office with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, Trump told reporters he had already discussed specifics with Ukraine. "We have been discussing with Ukraine land and pieces of land that would be kept and lost and all of the other elements of a final agreement," Trump said. A lot of details of a final agreement have actually been discussed. On the subject of Ukraine joining the NATO military alliance, Trump said everybody knows what the answer to that is. The fresh sanctions on Russian oil and gas came as the Trump administration further restricted access to payment systems, making it harder for other countries to buy Russian oil. Earlier in the day, Kremlin aide Yuri Ushakov rejected the ceasefire proposal. On Wednesday, the Kremlin released a video it said showed Putin visiting Russia's Kursk region, symbolically dressed in military fatigues. Russia later said it recaptured the key town of Suza. Russia launched a full-scale invasion in February 2022 and now controls about 20% of Ukrainian territory. More than 95,000 people fighting for Russia may have been alive in the WAR. According to data analyzed so far and confirmed by the BBC, the actual unalived toll is believed to be much higher. Russian military has not publicly revealed its battlefield casualties since September 2022 when it said 593 soldiers has been unalived. Ukraine last updated its casualty figures in December 2024 when Zelensky acknowledged for 3,000 Ukraine unalived among soldiers and officers. Western analysts believe their figure to be underestimated. Alright, so going to the comment section, someone says, all these threats everywhere, will everyone not unalive one day? Waiting. Oh well, you can actually drop your own comments down below. I would love to hear from you. And while you're at it, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, super chat me, watch advertisements. Please stop skipping advertisements. Watch it, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and share. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.